Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about who the fighters that need to prove something on UFC 287, whether it's age, whether it's fights they've lost or won in the UFC. They need to make a statement. And honestly, a big one is Jorge Masvidal. 38 years old, will be 39 later this year. He's 35, 6-16. I do like him in this fight, but either way, he still needs to make a statement. I don't care if he loses a decision, he needs to win somehow. He needs to pull it off. Even though I do think it's a better matchup than people are saying, it's still a matter of the fact he still needs to make a statement. He still needs to show that he can fight with the elite fighters. And then also, I think a big one, again, is Kelvin Gastelum. Big losing streak right now, hasn't looked great. I think he has one win since the Izzy fight. This is a very, very tough fight in Chris Curtis, and Gastelum, again, shouldn't be a middleweight. He should be 170er, and I think he's an incredible 170er. But again, he is 32 or will be 32 this year, either way. And again, Kelvin Gastelum has to prove something in this fight. Like finishing Chris Curtis would be an absolute statement. And then another one is Michelle Waterson Gomez. Absolutely needs a win in this one. Hasn't looked great in her last couple of fights at all, really. And she's getting older as well. I think she's 37, 38 years old. Another one is Chase Sherman. Fun fighter, fun fights to watch, but if he can't stay in control the entire time, he typically loses the fight. And then another one is Cynthia Calvillo. At one point, I think she was 9-1, something like that, 8-1. Main event against Jessica Ai, who is really, really bad. But Calvillo, big losing streak right now, really, really needs to win and honestly make a statement. That's really what she needs to do. And then another one is Sam Hughes, fighting a jiu-jitsu expert, you would probably say. And she's won two out of her last 3 fights, but really, really needs to win in this fight. Really needs to make a statement. Even though, again, I don't think it's as crazy as a matchup as what people are saying or what the odds say. But either way, she really, really needs to make a statement with a win here. And probably another one would probably be Gerald Meerschaert. Again, getting a little bit older. 35 years old. He'll be 36 in December, so he just turned 35. Still, and he fights in middleweight. It's not like heavyweight where 35 would be kind of young, to be honest. But again, he's been finished 11 times out of his 15 losses, 4 decisions, obviously. He's 10-7 in the UFC. And probably the biggest win to him on his resume is Bruno Silva. I mean, it's an absolute unbelievable win against a guy who has really good striking, good jiu-jitsu, and went all 3 rounds with Alex Pereira. So it's a big, big win, and it is his last fight. He's fighting Joe Pyfer, who he has a crazy, crazy level of experience difference compiled. This is his 51st fight against Joe Pyfer's, this is his 13th. And look at the competition he's fought. Bruno Silva, 22-7. Dustin Solsvich, 13-3. Mohamed Muradov, 25-6. Bartosz Winiński, 15-4. Ian Heinisch is 13-3. Deron wins 6-1, so he should have dominated, and he did. Eric Anders 12-4, which is a split decision. Trevin Giles was 11-1. Kevin Howland 14-4. 17-4, 11-0. He beat him on the Ultimate Fighter. So again, he's fought some really, even younger Thiago Santos, who was 14-5 at the time. And again, he really, really even he fought Sam Alvey and went to decision back in 2014. He was 20-7, and Sam Alvey was 22-5. So his competition, the level of competition he's been able to beat, honestly, is pretty incredible. And again, he's done pretty well. He's 35-15. Again, it may not sound great, but he's fought a lot of guys, and he's been pretty good. So again, those are my fighters. Let me know if you guys agree. Subscribe to the channel. You know what it is. Peace.